I couldn't help myself. I thought that'd be a fitting start to this video. How you doing? You're looking absolutely amazing. Nearly as amazing as my chair. My chair. I fucking ran my wire over. Literally ran my wire over. I'll have to leave that under there. We'll leave that for now. I'll try not to bugger something up. Monday, video 2 of 2. Again, you're looking absolutely amazing. I'm going to get straight into the meat and potatoes as we're talking about Erika Kirk. Of course we are. Later on we're not. Going live later. Make sure you're subscribed. Hit the notification bell as we're going to be talking about what happened just down the road from me. What apparently isn't a terror attack. Got to love our government. Nearly as fucked up as yours over in the US. Right. Erika Kirk. Oh, there's been some... Oh, mate. This is what we've got to talk. This is what we've got to talk about. Let me bring this up. Fake grieving widow grifter. With a headline like that, you know this is going to be a good one. Fury as podcaster posts meme calling Erika Kirk a fake grieving widow grifter. Just bang, put that out into the atmosphere. A popular left-wing podcaster has been facing backlash on social media. The funny thing is, you look about left and you look about right and all this left-right. Same bird, baby. Left-wing, right-wing, same bird. A popular left-wing podcaster has been facing backlash on social media after he posted a meme mocking the wife of late Conservative activist Charlie Kirk. Cole Kalinske, host of the Secular Talk podcast, never watched him, I don't know who this person is, I will put that out there, which boasts more than 2 million subscribers on YouTube, posted the meme on Halloween to his 500,000 followers on X. The post was an edited image of a spirit Halloween costume packaging that showed Erika Kirk with mascara running down her chest while holding what looks like a bag or hat overflowing with cash. Throughout Erika's public appearances since her husband's assassination, she has frequently been crying out of one eye. We'll see how accurate this picture is in a minute. But critics have said her reactions are phony. The description on the side of the edited packaging read, fake grieving widow grifter, and the included contents were listed as fake teardrops, just for the one eye, and skin-tight back leather morning pants for when she's running her greasy hands through J.D. Vance's hair. The meme format has been used on both sides of the aisle to criticise and mock celebrities and politicians. Kalinske also posted another meme in the same style the next day, which called House Speaker Mike Johnson a deeply closeted, self-loathing... You can see that on the screen, better not say that, I'll get struck down with furious anger. The replies to Kalinske's Erika meme were overwhelmingly negative. There's a picture of Erika and Charlie there. And here we go. See, this is where this becomes a little bit more inaccurate because it's on both eyes. And if you're paying attention, one of these eyes should be clear. It should just be down to one side. That would have made that a lot more accurate. But fake grieving widow grifter costume. Fake teardrop, skin-tight black leather morning pants. Adult size costume. One size fits most. Look, wow, you're a horrible human being. This is extremely ugly behaviour. You should feel ashamed of yourself. Awful shame on you. You're a vile piece of shit. This is disgusting. The bar was in hell, but wow, you really are a piece of garbage. So you can see, a lot of people didn't like this post. But is the post warranted? Now, some people say, no, it's not. However you feel, whatever you think, she is someone who's lost a husband. It's absolutely disgusting to say the things that you're saying. But if that's the case, why are people saying what they're saying? Why are people saying it? That's the question that you've kind of got to ask yourself. Why are they saying it? It says here, right, one of the top responses was a screenshot of a tweet from Conservative political commentator Blair White, which read, "No one is requiring you to mourn Charlie Kirk. They're asking you not to be a satanic piece of shit who celebrates brutal murder. The bar couldn't be lower, and it's still too high for millions of you. Sick." Another reply turned the meme around on Kalinske, with a user posting an edited Spirit Halloween costume package that read "Garbage Human" next to a picture of the podcaster. Other responded with more simple critiques. One user wrote, "Awful shame on you." Another said, "Wow, you're a horrible human being." Charlie Kirk was assassinated while hosting an event for his organisation Turning Point USA at Utah Valley University in September. Since then, his wife has taken up her late husband's role. And before we leave this video as well, I just want to talk about something else. Another viral claim that is interesting, bearing in mind the potential connection, albeit a very small connection, between Erika Kirk and the Romanian Angels situation. Again, I'm not saying she's not involved. I'm saying all I could find was a small kind of connection between her and someone who was indeed seemingly balls deep into it. It says, but some have taken issue with her public mourning, accusing Erika of crocodile tears at public appearances and hamming it up during her first public address after Charlie was killed. And we're going to, again, watch that clip regarding J.D. Vance as well. I caught Heavy Duty Country. He was covering it. And I just want people just to understand something in a second, because it ain't right. It ain't right. And this says, look, she's going through the 5 stages of grief: pyrotechnics, merch, podcasting, grifting, and acceptance. Is this warranted? Pyrotechnics, that show that they did was fucking OTT. That was like a WWE event. That was like cage fight. And I was expecting, after all them fireworks, for Jake Paul to come out and announce that he was going to be fighting again. And off the top of my head, I couldn't think of anybody old enough for him to fight. But someone old. Someone really old. You know, it was like a fucking sporting event. It was like halftime at the Super Bowl. And then you've got merch. They mentioned merch here. They were doing merch that was the T-shirt that Charlie Kirk was killed in fucking red. And then don't even get me started on the hoodies, the martyr hoodies. That is death merch. That's death merch, mate. That is capitalised. And look, can you imagine the conversation that was had around the merch alone? Charlie's dead. Charlie's died. People are fucking sad. People are grieving. Let's slap some merch out there. We'll make a fucking killing. There's been other channels. Was it Bad Grandad or something, where his son took over the channel and did pretty much the same thing. They fucking crucified him for it. Absolutely destroyed him over it when he was bringing merch out that was RIP, Dead Grandad, whatever, Bad Grandad, Freudian slip. Do you know what I mean? But this, apparently, you can't say anything bad. That's normal. Podcasting, again, going on and carrying on doing the work like nothing has happened. And people say, well, she's got to. No, she ain't. She's a fucking multi-millionaire. They live in a $6.5 million house, I think it is. Do you know what I mean? She's not short of a few bob. She doesn't need to work. She wants to work. She's choosing to work. And not only that, but she's seemingly going down the more political route. And I don't know what's going on with J.D. Vance. Is she trying to get hold of his meat and 2 veg, or is she just trying to assist him become the next president? So she has a hand in that, and there is something repaid to her later. I don't know. Grifting and acceptance. Well, grifting feeds back into the merchandise. Does feed back into the merchandise and acceptance. And even that's disingenuous. In one breath, she's saying that Tyler Robinson, she forgives him. In the next breath, want cameras all over him, let's show the world what true evil looks like. Well, is he fucking true evil? Do you forgive him? What is it? I'm getting mixed messages. And I understand you can get that from women, but that is a mixed message. And it's saying critics have accused her of using Charlie's death as an opportunity to sell merchandise and expand the reach of and influence of Turning Point USA, which she now leads. Another meme posted by Kalinske the day after the fake costume tweet alluded directly to those accusations. It said she's going through the normal 5 stages of grief: pyrotechnics, merch, podcasting, grifting, and acceptance. The top comment on TikTok of Erika dabbing tears at a Turning Point USA event after she heard a recording of Charlie's voice similarly read, "Everyone is such a hater. She is clearly going through the 5 stages of grief: denial, anger, marketing, world tour, run for Congress. Another comment on TikTok made the same joke as the fake costume post. It said, "Nothing says grief like skin-tight leather pants." The similarity of the jokes between different users across social media platforms offers a snapshot into the world of prolific memes mocking Erika and Charlie Kirk since the assassination. Erika's behaviour has even been criticised by some conservatives, including the far-right podcaster Nick Fuentes, who advocates for Christian nationalism and white nationalist ideas. On his show, Fuentes said of Erika, "I'm getting this vibe from her that she's very fake. I don't really like how the whole organisation has been handling his death. It's gratuitous." Many people who have made fun of Kirk's death or said it was justified were fired from their jobs in the weeks after the assassination. And then we carry on. We don't need to read any more of that, but what we do want to just have a quick look at, because this here offers the absolute summit of her journey into what is going to get her destroyed publicly. Absolutely destroyed. More destroyed than J.D. Vance could ever do. Let's just say that. So, full share. Let's just listen to this, because it's only a short bit that you have to listen to. But we just will come out, and then I'm going to show you this other thing that's now going viral as well, which is fucking bewildering. Check this out.
God, what a horrible thing to say.
No one will ever replace my husband. No. But I do see some similarities of my husband.
So I do see some similarities with my husband. Why would you even be looking weeks after your husband's death? Why would you be looking for similarities in another individual? And then I think to myself, well, I'll tell you in a second. Listen.
JD. And Vice President JD. Yes, I do. And that's why I'm so blessed to be able to introduce him tonight.
All right, can we just stop for a second? All right, let's say...
The face on it. Her face is fucking radiant. And she literally goes on. I'm not going to play any more of that because I notice there's music in the background. That could end up coming back to haunt me. But she's smiling, beaming like a fucking schoolgirl. Her husband has just been publicly executed. He's not even cold in the ground. And she is talking it that way about another individual. She goes on to basically attribute certain things that we saw in Charlie to J.D. Vance. Absolutely ain't fucking accurate. Like, and this ain't a hate track on J.D. Vance. I'm sure that some of the things he's done is absolutely fantastic, especially the way that he was able to pivot from not being a supporter of Trump to being a supporter of Trump. That pivot was chef's fucking kiss, that was. But look, I'm not here to criticise, I'm just here to point out the facts. And that was a 180. That's not fucking right. And when if Erika Kirk had an ounce of fucking decency, she would understand that there were so many people who absolutely adored Charlie Kirk. You know, as much as people on the opposite side of the political spectrum hated him, there was people who absolutely fucking adored him. And then you've got the person who was married to him and is the mother of his children behaving this way and talking about another man publicly. And after that, she embraces the guy and runs her fingers through his hair. It's not what you do, it's how you do. And that is not how you do if you are a God-loving individual respecting the memory of your husband who has been killed in front of people who loved him. That is how you take your knickers off and piss all over it. I appreciate that to have been different because them pants look fucking tight. I hope she talcum powdered inside them. But anyway, this is the last thing that I want to look at before we exit stage left. And that is this. Now, I don't know how true this is. This here, Erika Kirk announced a $175 million Charlie Kirk Legacy Academy. Not to be mistaken with this $350,000 payment that they're now claiming that she received just before Charlie was killed. I would need to look more into that, but the money situation, I understand that there's other things being said as well. This is about this Charlie Kirk Legacy Academy. But shit's about to get deep. And it says Erika Kirk is now the CEO of Turning Point USA after founder and her husband, Charlie Kirk, was shot and killed on September 10th. Viral claims have been made that Erika Kirk announced a $175 million academy that would continue the legacy of Charlie Kirk. As per claims made by unverified profiles, the plan is to name it the Kirk Academy of Hope. It is intended to be the nation's first boarding school for orphans and homeless children. They further claimed that the institute would be opened in Chicago. Says profiles making and sharing the claim were seen on several social media platforms, including X, Facebook, Instagram, and Threads. One person sharing the post on Facebook wrote, "Erika Kirk shocked America in a groundbreaking announcement that's inspiring millions. Erika Kirk has signed a $175 million contract to build the Charlie Kirk Legacy Academy, nation's first boarding school for orphans and homeless students, set to open in Chicago. The person had to join us in making a difference, support the Charlie Kirk Legacy Academy today, and help give orphaned and homeless children the future they deserve." Someone put here, obviously, the claim was shared on X as well. One person writing, "This is a very bad idea. Republicans shouldn't be allowed to set up things like that for children." Again, that's not a sentiment that I share. My issue that I have is bearing in, again, I can't offer this at this stage any degree of authenticity. It's obviously in its early stages of coming out, and will we see any more to it? But when we factor in the Romanian Angels shit that was going on in the background and the connection to nefarious things happen around the youths, and then you've got Turning Point USA, Erika Kirk, and some of the connections that she had that were potentially tied into that as well. Let's not forget a certain someone who was laughing around the Charlie Kirk assassination, that fucking weirdo. That's the one with the Ring camera footage and all that. His, again, connections through all this. And now they're claiming that they're going to be doing something with children. We'll see how that ages. Anyway, let me know what you think down below. Love you all. I hope you have a fantastic Monday. Don't work too hard. And again, like and subscribe. Do videos every day, lots of them, more than Domino's Pizza. And later I'm going to be going live again talking about this situation that I've got just down the road from me. Not a terror attack, apparently. Not a terror attack. Love you all. Mwah.